Chapter 4, Communication Fundamentals. Objectives. Identify the 6 purposes of communication technology. Describe the components and function of a communication system. Describe the elements of electronic communication. Describe the 4 modes of communication. Vocabulary. Number 1, communication technology. 2, sensor. 3, communication channel. 4, identity theft. Design a point of purchase display. What is communication technology? Communication technology is all the things people make and do to send and receive information. It's the knowledge, tools, machines, and skills that go into communicating. Advancements in electronics and computers are changing how we send and receive messages and other information. Information comes in different forms and it reaches its destination in various ways. Communications technology is always changing as techniques and devices are invented or improved. Evolution of communication technology. The purpose of communication theory. 1. Inform. People read newspapers, watch television, and listen to the radio and surf the internet to stay informed about a wide variety of things. 2. Educate. Teachers use video and computer programs to help you learn about many subjects. Scientists rely on other communication devices to explore and learn about nature. 3. Persuade. Advertising is an example of using communication to persuade. 4. Entertain. For example, computer games, talking on the telephone, watch television. 5. Manage. Communication devices help people manage information. 6. Control. Communication technology plays an important role in controlling machines and tools. Sensors are devices that detect, sense such things as light or movement. They control when the light changes from red to green and back to red again. The communication system. A communication system consists of inputs, processes, outputs, and feedback. They work together to achieve the goal of sending and receiving information and messages. Inputs are the 7 resources that provide support or supplies. People, information, materials, tools, and machines, energy, capital, and time are all inputs. Processes are all the things done to do or with the inputs in order to achieve the desired result. Outputs include all the things that result from the inputs and processes. Communication outputs come in many forms. They are designed to stimulate our senses. They may be visual, auditory, or tactile. Images, words, symbols, sounds, and music are all typically desirable outputs. Static, noise, or blurred images are undesirable outputs. Feedback also occurs in the communication system. It happens when you, the sender, are told the message was received. Elements of electronic communication. A communication channel is a path over which the message must travel to get from the sender to the receiver. Before the information is received, at its destination it must be decoded or changed back into a form that the receiver can understand. Modes of communication. Most messages and information travel in 4 basic modes: from human to human, human to machine, machine to human, and machine to machine. Impacts and effects of communication technology. Communication technologies have many positive and negative impacts and effects on us and our world. Disposing of old electronic equipment is an environmental issue. Many people like the convenience of cell phones and portable music players. Communication devices affect personal privacy. When information is easier to access, some people will use it for wrongful purposes. The internet was provided new opportunities for thieves. Identity theft is obtaining someone's personal information and using it to steal. Computer viruses are a concern because they are programs created to cause harm to computer systems. The design of computers and other electronic devices involves human factor engineering. The device must be comfortable to use. Researchers continue to study ways in which humans interact with computers that might affect physical or psychological health. Innovation in technology. Communication technologies are constantly changing. Computer and software engineers in leading information technology industries are working on figuring out how to make it easier to find and use information on the internet. Until recently, wireless internet hookups were available only at certain coffee houses and other public places. Now, entire communities are making wireless computing available for all residents. Internet is changing. Blogs, message boards, and online communities have it made more personal. Satellite radio is another recent innovation. The radio signal is sent to an orbiting satellite, which can then broadcast it over much greater distances than with ordinary radio. Text message saves time, but the message is short and requires no conversation. Chapter 4 Review. Main ideas. Number 1. Communication technology is all the things that people make and do to send and receive information. 2. A communication system consists of inputs, processes, outputs, and feedback. 3. There are 4 modes of communication and they often overlap. 4. Communication technologies have influenced the world politically, socially, economically, and environmentally. Question 1. Why do areas of communication technology overlap? 2. Describe the 6 purposes of communication technology. 3. What is the goal of a communication system? 4. Summarize the elements of electronic communication. 5. What are the 4 modes of communication?